everybody from Mom Me. It's Ann Kaplan. I am so excited to be here with you guys, broadcasting live at what time is it? Holy cow, it's the afternoon in America, and I'm broadcasting live. It's amazing to be back in Denver. I can't believe how much fun I'm having just being able to be in the same time zone as lots of my clients and just eating American food, for goodness sakes. I missed it. So this week, what we're talking about in group is disciplining older kids. And I hear all the time from my clients things like, oh, I need different strategies. I need to do all this new stuff. I don't understand. He's already out of control. It's too late. I want to stop that crazy train right now, and I want to help you guys feel way more optimistic and positive and confident that you can actually still make a difference for your kids if they're preteens, teenagers, school-age kids, all of that stuff. You know, when I was first having kids, somebody told me something that really stuck with me, which was, you know, whatever the kid is by the time they're 9, that's locked in there and it's kind of too late. Like whatever sort of influence that you're trying to have on your kids, you need to have it in there and locked in by the time they're 9. And that kind of scared me. And so I want to talk to you guys. Well, what if your kid's older than 9? Is it too late for you? No, of course not. Let's talk about that. So the myths that I want to bust for you guys today, it's Tuesday, myth busting day, right? So the myths that I want to bust for you today are, first of all, this concept that like my kid is older, I need to use a new discipline strategy to discipline my older kid. That's not really true, you guys. The same strategies, at least if you're working with me, the same strategies that I teach my clients to use with their toddlers and their early school-aged kids and even little babies apply still when you're dealing with a preteen and a teenager. They're the exact same principles of loving boundaries, empathizing with your kids and locking that empathy in and giving natural consequences. Consequences look different, the way you talk to your kid looks different, but the principles are the same. So don't feel so flustered just because you're dealing with an older kid that you feel like, well, I just don't even have any skills in my toolbox anymore. I don't even know. You do know. Okay, so that's myth number 1. Myth number 2, and we all fall into this trap, myself included, our kids are older now. They're super capable of having like intelligent and debate and conversation with us, and probably that's one of the things we enjoy most about being with our older kids is this ability to have like a real true relationship and connection with them, and that is wonderful. But the myth that we all fall into when it comes to disciplining older kids is that now it's time for us to have a really long conversation about behavior. Same principle, just like I said in the first myth, same principles apply with older kids. Talk less when situations are bad. Have strict and loving boundaries without getting upset, without anger, without yelling or shame, and save those long in-depth conversations for when things are going well, okay? So it's actually much better to wait. Your kid is super good at engaging you in a fight right now, right? I guarantee the older the kid is, the quicker you get roped in to, you know, back and forth, and before you know it, you're trapped in this like, wait a second, what am I even arguing about right now? This is crazy. Don't fall for it, guys. Doesn't matter the age of the kid. We do not get effective results in disciplining children by lecturing, explaining, and shaming. It doesn't work. So skip it, zip it, skip it, and give the natural consequence, okay? Third myth, and I hear it all the time, it's too late. My kid's older than 9 years old. My kid's a teenager. He's already so defined. He's already so this. She's already doing this, you know, all these things. It's not too late, you guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to be the candy man here. It is much harder to redirect and redefine a child's behavior the older they get. So if you're watching this video and thinking, I don't have older kids, this doesn't apply to me, here's where it applies to you. I'm telling you right now, toddler stage, that's when the striking while the iron is hot, okay? Toddler stage and those young stages, that's when you can get really easy behavior modification. But notice I'm not saying you can't get it when they're older. So I want to bust that myth for you right now. It doesn't matter. It's never too late. It is never too late to be a force of positive change in your child's life. It's never, never, never too late. You're going to have your work cut out for you. That's where I come in and can help you. but it's never, ever, ever too late. And the last myth I want to talk about with you guys today is this myth that like once your kid is a teenager or a preteen, we need to start ratcheting down control because now the stakes are so high. We can't be letting them go out on hours or go out with certain friends we don't know or give them a phone or let them have a car because they could actually make a huge mistake that could really, really impact their lives. Now, guys, I want you to think about this in a more conceptual way. What you're really saying is that when your child is younger, they can have more freedom and more power and choice and independence. And then as they get older, they get less independence and less choice and less agency. That doesn't work at all, right? That's totally backwards. So I talk to clients all the time who let their kids run rampant when they're young, and then as they get older, it's like, no, you can't have the car. No, you can't stay out. No, you can't have a girlfriend. No, you can't have a boyfriend. You know, all these things. It doesn't work that way, you guys. Giving choice and agency and independence to your kids every step of the way from the very beginning and increasing that over time as the child gets older, that's the way that we wind up with responsible and helpful teenagers and preteens that we can actually feel comfortable. Like, I know that my child knows what to do in an emergency. I know that my child isn't going to do something totally stupid. I know that I can trust my child to be responsible. You don't just get that. You build it over time. So yes, give your kids choice and agency and independence as it's appropriate when they're young, but that needs to be a ramp that's going up, not down. Okay? I hope that's helpful for you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm really excited to talk about this topic because I know that a lot of you have been asking for it. So keep tuning in all week long. And if you're pregnant, if you have a new baby, if you're in your postpartum period, if you're planning for birth, don't think that I'm not going to talk to you guys this week just because it's Older Child Discipline Week. Tomorrow, Wednesday, my Baby Mama Day, I'm going to be talking about how to lay this foundation so that you have this older child scenario that we're describing. How early should you start disciplining your kid? You'll probably be surprised at the answer I give you. And on Thursday, that's my tips and tricks day. What am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about how to get the most effective results when disciplining your older child. We're going to talk about it step by step. And if you're in the private group, you're going to get even much more love from me this week. Your coaching video this week that's exclusive to that private group, we're going to be talking about the exact natural consequence techniques that I really recommend for older kids. So if you're in the private group, I really recommend that you tune in this week. It's going to be some powerful stuff. And if you're not in the private group and you want to find out how to get in it, hit me up, comment below, or send me a private message and I'll explain how it all works. Love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.